guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Since Day One. Before we get into this video update today about Corey from Corey and Carmen, go ahead and like the video, comment down below, and if you are new, smash that subscribe button to take flight with us.
Fake love, I don't need it, you can keep it as a fake. I had to make up my mind. I took that weight on my shoulder. I done been down.
Today, I want to dive into the troubling saga of Corey from Corey and Carmen, which has taken some very dark turns over the past few months. This story involves accusations, public humiliation, and the collapse of what once seemed like a picture-perfect relationship. Corey's actions towards his soon-to-be ex-wife Carmen have been nothing short of shocking. From threatening to get her deported to leaking her private content, Corey has been at the center of controversy for a while. But what's truly disturbing is how everything has unraveled for him, especially after Carmen moved on with the rapper Big Boogie. What started as a fairy tale love story has turned into a nightmare, and it serves as a cautionary tale of how quickly things can spiral out of control. If you remember, I previously covered the explosive Twitter feud between Corey and Carmen, where Corey made it clear he wanted out of their marriage. He pushed for Carmen to sign the divorce papers so he could move on with his life. However, it didn't end there. Corey's online behavior took a darker turn with the disturbing comments and actions that caused even more chaos. He not only threatened to get Carmen deported, but also exposed her news online, which is completely unacceptable. The allegations surrounding his actions painted a picture of someone who was out of control and desperate to hurt the person he once loved. And when Carmen moved on with Big Boogie, Corey's behavior only escalated. This entire situation reached a boiling point when Corey posted about moving to Dubai. And if y'all missed it, he had said, "I have moved on from my past, leaving behind negativity and starting fresh with a new life. I've embraced a new mindset, new goals, and a new love, and are no longer focused on anything negative related to the United States. I've relocated to Dubai, creating a new home and beginning a new chapter. I love all my supporters. Thank you for the love over the years. See y'all next year." But y'all also remember that when Corey was giving Carmen a hard time on Twitter, that Carmen had came and responded to the Twitter post that the Shade Room had posted, and in the comments she had responded to Corey, and this is what she had to say. "Not on this lovely Sunday. I thought Four Eyes said that he was off of these apps. Okay, hear me out. You woke up thinking about me. I got a new house and there he goes. Suspect is tired of hearing you off this social media ish but can't stay away from it. All those fake papers you been has sent, sign my papers." And this is where she dropped the bombshell. She said, "Can't keep a roof over your head. Want to run out the country because Houston looking for you. LOL, suspect just want to be left alone already because bitter football head is old news at this point." So when Carmen had posted that comment, you guys, she might as well have gotten the last laugh on Corey, because Karma spent the block real quick on Corey, because wasn't he the same one saying he was going to get Carmen deported? And the way Corey had tarnished Carmen's image online, there was no way that she had felt she owed any loyalty to him. So when she had exposed him, saying that he was on the run from the Houston police who were looking for him due to the serious allegations against him, Carmen's revelation shed light on the fact that Corey's personal life was falling apart, and it looked like his past actions were finally catching up to him. Because less than 24 hours ago, you guys, it just hit a Houston news station that Corey Pritchett is being pursued by law enforcement, you guys. And he is being accused of threatening, kidnapping women in Houston before fleeing to Dubai. The article goes on to say Houston-based social media personality and YouTube star Corey Pritchett Jr. is facing kidnapping charges in a case involving a high-speed chase and alleged threats, according to court documents. Pritchett, who has over 15 million followers across all social media platforms, including over 917,000 subscribers to his Life with Corey SSG YouTube channel, has been charged with aggravated kidnapping after allegedly abducting two women, threatening their lives, and then fleeing the country. One of the women said that she met Corey on November 22nd, 2024 and exchanged numbers with him. The next day, she, along with another woman, met up with Corey for a workout, followed by an ATV outing and bowling. At the bowling alley, Corey and his two male friends started acting suspicious, repeatedly looking around and seemingly on edge. The women learned that he and his friends had some issues with another group at the alley. Concerned about his behavior, the woman told investigators that they asked him to leave with his friends if he and his friends continued to act suspiciously. Corey reportedly stepped out with his friends, leaving the women inside the bowling alley. After a significant amount of time had passed, the women texted Corey stating that they left their belongings in his car. Records show that Corey responded responded to the women's text asking them to meet him at the HEB parking lot nearby to retrieve their belongings. Once there, Corey offered to drive them home and the women agreed. During the drive, Corey reportedly began behaving erratically and diverted from their intended route, claiming someone was after him and making frantic phone calls. The woman told investigators that he drove westbound on I-10 at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. Corey then pulled out a gold-colored handgun, waved it through the sunroof while driving at high speeds, and fired several rounds out of the car window. The document detailed that Corey called another woman on a video chat and said, "If I had the perfect opportunity and was in the middle of nowhere where no one could hear them scream, should I just go ahead and do it?" And the person on the phone replied, "Yes." The women stated that he also told them, "I'm gonna explicit y'all and then unalive y'all," according to documents. As the women texted each other during this incident, they told investigators that Corey pointed a weapon at both of them and took their phones to cut off their communication. Documents show that Corey pulled over on the shoulder of Interstate 10 near Sealy, Texas, and he reportedly told the women to get out of his car and said, "This is your only opportunity." One woman stated she tried to reach for her cell phone but was unsuccessful, and Corey reportedly drove off, leaving them stranded at night. The women stated they spent over an hour walking along the side of a dark highway before they flagged down a driver, called 911, and were helped by Waller County deputies. Investigators used GPS data from a Life 360 app one of the women had, which corroborated their story. Screenshots also provided timestamps and the route supporting the women's accounts of the abduction. They went on to say that Corey was identified via his driver's license and social media. When investigators tried to reach out to him, his phone was no longer in service. Investigators also reached out to his ex-wife, Carmen Pritchett, who is also well known on YouTube and social media with over 5 million followers on Instagram. Investigators later learned that Corey posted on TikTok and Instagram that he was leaving the country to start a new life in Dubai. The FBI confirmed that Corey bought a one-way ticket and fled to Dubai on December 9th, 2024. Law enforcement is making an effort to bring him back to the U.S. to face charges. Anyone with information is being asked to come forward on his whereabouts. And that's all I'm saying, y'all, is treat others as you would like to be treated, because God sees all. God don't like ugly, and karma be spinning the block quick. So before we get out of here, I just wanted to talk about one last thing, and let's talk about how this fits into the bigger picture of the YouTube couple channels. Corey and Carmen were once part of the wave of YouTubers who built their brand on their relationships. They were admired by millions, much like DayOne and Ken, Queen and Chris, and Damo and Chrissy. But now we see that many of these channels have fallen from grace. DayOne and Ken, Queen and Chris, Damo and Chrissy, and now Corey and Carmen. It seems that when fame is built on a shaky foundation, it can easily crumble. What started as a relatable love story has now turned into an endless drama that fans can no longer ignore. As Corey's life spirals out of control, it's important to highlight the serious consequences he's now facing. With the allegations against him stemming from Texas, it's crucial to note that Texas does not take domestic disputes lightly, and I know this because I'm from Texas. This state has some of the harshest penalties when it comes to these type of allegations, and Corey is now in a position where he could face significant jail time. The fact that he's now on the run in Dubai only adds fuel to the fire, and it's ironic how the tables have turned. Corey, who once capitalized off his YouTube fame, is now on the brink of losing it all if he has not already. I don't know, y'all. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below and let me know what y'all think about the entire situation, because it's just funny how quickly karma catches up with people, especially when they use their platform for their own selfish gain. Corey had everything: fame, money, a successful YouTube channel, but now it seems like all of that has been thrown away because of his actions. He used his platform to tear down the person he once loved, and now he's about to face the consequences and doesn't have the person he once loved to stand beside him. I hope that his new wifey gonna be there supporting him, putting money on his commissary. And this whole situation serves as a reminder that the choices we make, especially in the public eye, can have serious and lasting consequences. When you don't use the blessings you've been given for good, karma will always find a way to bring you back down. And lastly, in conclusion, while Corey's charges are serious and could make him a candidate for extradition under the U.S.-UAE extradition treaty, it is not a certainty that he will be expedited back to the U.S. It depends on the legal processes, the nature of the charges, and any diplomatic factors at play. The extradition process, if it moves forward, could take time. However, if the FBI is involved in Corey Pritchett's case, it significantly raises the stakes. The FBI would likely assist in locating him, applying diplomatic pressure for his extradition, and ensuring that his case is taken seriously. This involvement could expedite the extradition process and make it harder for Corey to avoid facing charges in the U.S. The U.S. government, backed by the FBI, has the leverage and international connections to push for Corey's return, but the extradition extradition process still depends on various factors, including Dubai's legal framework and their decision on whether the charges meet the criteria for extradition.
So long, sleeping from sofa to sofa. Now I'ma step on these little bitty bitches in some brand new Gucci low, some Gucci walking. I got tired of eating Big Mama's chicken. Now it's business when I walk out.